Good morning students. Today we are going to study about one more phenomena of refraction, and this time we are going to study about refraction when the light rays are coming from denser to rarer medium. Till now we are studying both the aspects. We are studying that the light rays are going from rarer to denser and then they are coming from denser to rarer. But what if when we are talking about only and only that situation when the light rays they are coming from denser medium and then moving towards the rarer medium? What are the cases? What will be the angle of incidence? What will be the angle of refraction? All these things we need to study over here. So let's start with fourth D part, that is critical angle and total internal reflection. We are going to study about these two terms in this part. So to start with, let's start with this process. Suppose this is the interface, okay, and this one is rarer medium and this is denser medium. Now when the light rays are coming from rarer to denser medium, we are aware that they are moving towards the normal. But as I told you, in this part we are going to study when the light rays are coming from denser to rarer medium. When they are going from denser to rarer, we need to take care that whenever we are talking about critical angle, whenever we are talking about TIR, that is total internal reflection, we need to make sure that we are studying refraction when the light rays are coming from denser to rarer medium. So let us draw the diagram in that same aspect. This is interface. This medium is rarer medium and this medium is denser medium. So what we are supposed to study now? We are supposed to study when the light rays they are coming from denser medium. Suppose this is the point where the light rays are striking. That means now this ray is acting as incident ray. This ray is acting as incident ray. Okay, and this is angle of incidence because this is the angle which the incident ray is making with the normal. If we will draw normal over here, then what will happen? We studied earlier too when we are talking about the light is striking onto the interface which is separating two mediums, then it will show refraction as well as reflection. So this ray also undergoes both the phenomena. It shows reflection as well as refraction. So how it shows? This one is the reflection. The light ray will be bounced back in the same medium. This is the reflection shown by this incident ray, and this is refraction which I am going to make over here. It is moving from denser to rarer. That means it is moving away from the normal. So this is the refracted ray, and this angle, this is the angle of refraction that is greater than the angle of incidence, because otherwise the angle of incidence, if these two will be equal to ये ray को यहाँ से चला जाना चाहिए था. Now it is bending away from the normal. That means the angle of refraction is greater than the angle of incidence. Now we have to study a little more about this. What we are going to study now? We are going to study what will happen if angle of incidence increases. What will be the change? What will be the result if angle of incidence increases? What will happen? What we are going to study over here? If the angle of incidence increases, suppose now this is the incident angle. Okay, if the angle of incidence increases, then this ray will start moving this way. This is the second ray with comparative to this OA. This AD will be the refracted ray and rest part will be reflected in the same medium. Okay, what if the angle of incidence will be increased more? अगर आप angle of incidence में इतना बना दूँ, then this ray will more bend towards this interface, and a time will come when for a particular angle of incidence, the refracted ray that moves along the interface, refracted ray आपकी जैसे जैसे इंसिडेंट एंगल बढ़ा रहे हो, refracted ray ऐसे 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 नीचे आ रही है. So एक ऐसा टाइम आएगा जब आपका एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंस आपने काफ़ी बढ़ा दिया है. एट दैट टाइम ये जो रिफ्रैक्टेड रे है ये इंटरफेस के बिल्कुल साथ मूव करेगी. अब आप उसको ड्रॉ कैसे करेंगे? हाउ आर यू गोइंग टू ड्रॉ दैट? सपोज दिस इज द एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंस. This is the angle of incidence for which the refracted ray is moving along the interface. So this will be representing your refracted ray now. This will be representing your refracted ray now. Now if this is the refracted ray, then the angle between the normal and the refracted ray, that will be known as angle of refraction. So in this case, this will be your angle of refraction and this is equal to 90 degrees. Fine. So I'm going to repeat that whatever I'm saying. This is angle of incidence. When the rays are moving from denser to rarer medium, they will start moving away from the normal. They will show both the phenomena refraction as well as reflection. The reflection will be shown, refraction will be shown over here this way. The rays are going away from the normal, and reflection will be shown in the same medium. As you keep on increasing this angle of incidence, आप ray को यहाँ strike कराएं, फिर यहाँ strike कराएं. Same way, this refracted ray also keep on shifting towards this position. Okay, and a time will come for a particular angle of incidence. For a particular angle of incidence, this refracted ray that moves along the interface, ये refracted ray इतना नीचे आ जाएगी कि ये आपके interface के साथ साथ move करना शुरू कर देगी. And in that situation, the angle of refraction will be 90 degrees, because angle of refraction is the angle between the refracted ray and the normal. Okay, and this angle of incidence for which the angle of refraction is 90 degree, this angle is known as critical angle. This angle is known as critical angle, and it is denoted by capital C. That means, what can we say about critical angle? Critical angle is the angle of incidence. ये कौन सा एंगल था? This is the angle of incidence. कहाँ है? In denser medium corresponding to which angle of refraction corresponding to which इस I के लिए आपका angle of refraction क्या है? Angle of refraction is 90 degrees, and in which medium? In rarer medium. So this way we can define critical angle. Critical angle C, this is the angle of incidence. Angle I is equal to angle C. When it is happening? When your refracted ray is moving along the interface, it is making angle of 90 degree with the normal. Okay, so this critical angle is the angle of incidence in the denser medium, corresponding to which, जिसके लिए क्या हो रहा है? Angle of refraction is 90 degrees. Where? In rarer medium. So this is how we can define our critical angle. Okay, now what will happen if we will still increase angle of incidence? अब इतना तो हो गया, जब I और C आपका बराबर आ गया, उस टाइम पर आपका ये जो angle of refraction है, that is equal to 90 degrees. If we will increase I further, then what will happen? If we are going to increase I further, so this will keep on shifting in downward direction. That means no refracted ray is visible over here. Only and only reflected ray is visible. Only and only reflected ray is visible. But when it happens, when this angle of incidence, this is the angle of incidence, and what is the value of this? When angle of incidence is greater than critical angle, ये angle of incidence इससे भी बड़ा हो जाए, in that situation no refraction will be there. No refraction will be there means no refracted angle will be there. The whole light will be reflected back in the same medium, क्योंकि refracted ray तो आपकी यहाँ तक तो shift कर ही चुकी है. अब वो अगर वापस यहाँ आ रही है, that means refraction तो हो ही नहीं रहा. It is coming back in the same medium. That means only reflection is happening. So only reflection means the whole reflected ray is obtained over here. Means the incident ray is totally reflected back. When it is reflected back? When I is greater than C. When we will further increase the angle of incidence, then your critical angle, in that situation no refraction will be there, only reflection will be there. The incident ray is totally reflected back in the same medium, and this process is known as total internal reflection. This is known as total internal reflection. Means the total light rays, the 100% intensity of the light rays, that will be reflected. Where it will be reflected? Internally in the same medium. ये denser से जा रही थी तो वापस उसी medium में आ गई है, reflect हो गई सारी की सारी light rays. That's why it is known as total internal reflection, and this is also written as TIR, total internal reflection. Fine. So how can we just make it in one diagram, all these things? Quickly let's go with that so that all the things will this is your angle of incidence, this is normal. So what will happen if angle of incidence is less than critical angle? The ray will be refracted as well as reflected. Okay, this is angle of refraction and this will be angle of reflection. This is angle of reflection. Fine. Now second case, what will be the possibility? If we will increase this angle of incidence, and how much? It should be equal to C. उतना उसको increase कर देते हैं. So when angle of incidence increased, and how much it is increased, that I will become equal to C. That time I told you, when I is equal to C, the refracted ray will move along the interface, and refracted ray will move along the interface. That means this is angle of refraction, that is 90 degrees is equal to R, and this is your reflected ray. So this is angle of reflection. This is angle of reflection. What further will happen if we keep on increasing this angle? Then we had done that if we keep on increasing this angle of incidence, how much? That is angle of incidence. This angle of incidence is greater than critical angle. Then no refraction will be there, because this refracted ray now is able to move in the same medium. So only and only reflection will be there. The ray will be totally reflected back. Okay, this is angle of reflection. This is angle of reflection. No refraction, only refraction is possible when I is greater than C. And this phenomena, when the rays are totally reflected back in the same medium without any refraction, even when the rays are striking onto the interface separating two medium, in that situation this phenomena is known as TIR. But I left one. What is that? That is beta. This is only possible when the rays are moving from denser to rarer medium. Means while drawing this diagram, you need to take care that you are writing denser this way and rarer over here, and this is the incident ray which is going from denser to rarer, denser to rarer, denser, and then coming back to denser again. So what three things we concluded? When I is less than C, refraction and reflection, both phenomena will be there. Okay. When I is equal to C, refraction will be there, and in this situation the angle of refraction is equal to 90 degree. That means refracted ray is moving along the interface and reflection is also there. But when I is greater than C, then no refraction, only reflection will be possible. And this kind of reflection, when the light rays will be totally reflected back in the same medium, that kind of reflection is known as total internal reflection, TIR. Okay, this is all about how the light rays will behave when they are moving from denser to rarer medium. These are the three conditions which we need to remember. Okay, so when we are talking about the term TIR, that is total internal reflection, what can we write for that? For critical angle, so we have written the definition, but what can we write for this term, that is TIR? Okay, let's write down that. TIR is total internal reflection. What are the essential conditions required for total internal conditions? Total internal reflection, what have we learned so far? The first condition, essential condition for TIR to happen, the first one is the light rays, they should move, this is TIR, they should move from denser to rarer medium. So first condition, light rays should move from denser to rarer medium. And what will be the second condition? Second condition, I should be greater than C. Then and then only TIR is possible. In rest of the two cases, TIR is not possible. So the second condition is I should be greater than C. That means angle of incidence onto the interface, that is always greater than the critical angle. In that situation only the TIR is possible. So these are the things which are related to your critical angle and total internal reflection. Now what else we are going to study in this chapter? In this chapter we are going to study TIR in case of prism. We have basically 3 different kinds of prism, and in all the prism we are going to study about TIR. Okay, one by one we will start with that, but that we are going to do in next video. Till then you can just learn the points related to TIR and your critical angle. Okay,